White egret orchid. A delicate white figure seems to rise above the grass with its wings fully outstretched, as though a graceful egret has frozen in mid-flight. This remarkable illusion is created by deeply fringed petals that spread outward like the feathers of a small white bird, making the flower one of the most recognizable orchids in the world. Known scientifically as Habenaria radiata, the white egret orchid is native to wetlands, marshes, and moist grasslands across parts of East Asia. It is especially closely associated with Japan, where it is treasured as the white egret flower and admired for its extraordinary resemblance to a flying bird. Beneath the soil, the plant survives using a small underground tuber that stores water and nutrients during the dormant season. Each spring and summer, new leaves and a flowering stem emerge as temperatures rise and moisture returns, allowing the orchid to complete another growing cycle. Although its flower looks remarkably like a white egret in flight, there is no scientific evidence that this resemblance evolved to imitate a bird. Instead, the deeply fringed lip of the flower is thought to help attract and guide insect pollinators by providing a suitable landing platform and directing them toward the flower's reproductive structures. Like many terrestrial orchids, the white egret orchid is highly dependent on stable wetland habitats. It thrives in sunny, open marshes with consistently moist but well-aerated soil. Excessive shade weakens growth, while prolonged drought can damage or kill the underground tuber. Successful germination also depends on a symbiotic relationship with specialized soil fungi, a characteristic shared by most orchid species. Wild populations have declined in several parts of their native range because of wetland drainage, habitat loss, urban development, and illegal collection. As a result, the white egret orchid has become a symbol of wetland conservation in parts of East Asia. Its breathtaking appearance may resemble a bird taking flight, but beneath that fragile beauty lies a plant exquisitely adapted to one of the world's most sensitive ecosystems. The white egret orchid is a reminder that protecting delicate habitats is often the only way to preserve nature's most extraordinary illusions. Flying duck orchid. Few flowers depend so completely on a single viewing angle to transform from a plant into what appears to be a tiny bird. Seen from the side, this remarkable orchid resembles a small duck diving through the grass, with its wings swept backward and its head and beak pointing forward. The illusion is created by a narrow flower stalk supporting a highly specialized labellum, whose shape gives the flower its unmistakable duck-like appearance. Known scientifically as Calliana major, the flying duck orchid is native to eastern and southern Australia. It grows naturally in open eucalyptus forests, coastal heathlands, and woodland habitats, often appearing after seasonal rainfall. Each flower measures only a few centimeters across, making it surprisingly easy to overlook despite its extraordinary shape. Its reddish-brown coloration also helps it blend seamlessly among dry leaves and slender stems on the forest floor. The flower's pollination strategy is even more remarkable than its appearance. Rather than simply attracting insects, the orchid employs a sophisticated mechanical trap. Male sawflies, lured by the flower's appearance and chemical signals, land on the hinged labellum. As soon as the insect touches it, the labellum snaps downward, temporarily trapping the visitor inside the flower. While struggling to escape, the sawfly is forced to crawl past the orchid's reproductive structures, where sticky pollen packets become attached to its body. When the insect visits another flower, it unknowingly transfers the pollen, completing the pollination process. This ingenious system combines mechanical movement with chemical attraction, creating one of the most specialized pollination mechanisms known among orchids. Rather than relying solely on nectar rewards, the plant manipulates the behavior of its pollinators with remarkable precision. Like many terrestrial orchids, the flying duck orchid is extremely difficult to cultivate outside its natural habitat because it depends on specialized mycorrhizal fungi living in the soil. These fungi are essential for seed germination and continue to support the plant throughout much of its life cycle. The famous duck-shaped flower is therefore only the visible part of a far more complex biological relationship hidden beneath the ground. It is a striking example of how evolution can combine form, movement, chemistry, and ecology into one of nature's most extraordinary botanical illusions. Dolphin succulent. Along its trailing stems, dozens of tiny green dolphins appear to leap through the air, Each curved leaf has a pointed tip and two small side lobes that closely resemble a dolphin's nose and flippers. The resemblance is so striking that it has made this plant one of the most recognizable ornamental succulents in the world. Despite its playful appearance, the leaf shape did not evolve to imitate animals. Its thick, fleshy leaves are an adaptation for storing water while minimizing surface area, helping reduce water loss in the dry environments where its ancestors evolved. This unusual plant is known scientifically as Curiotimes peregrinus, a naturally occurring hybrid believed to have originated in South Africa. It is the result of a cross between Curio raulianus, commonly known as string of pearls, and Curio articulatus, combining characteristics of both parent species into the distinctive dolphin-shaped leaves that have made it so popular among succulent collectors. As the stems continue to grow, they spill gracefully over the edges of pots and hanging baskets, creating the illusion of a pod of dolphins swimming through the air. Under favorable conditions, mature plants may also produce small white flowers with a light cinnamon-like fragrance, although the blooms are far less famous than the remarkable foliage. Like many succulents, the dolphin plant depends on bright light to maintain its compact form. In insufficient light, the stems become elongated and the spaces between the leaves increase, causing the dolphin shapes to become much less recognizable. Overwatering poses an even greater risk, as excessive moisture can quickly lead to root rot and stem decay. The dolphin illusion is most convincing when the plant is healthy, densely covered with leaves, and viewed from the side. It is a remarkable example of how adaptations for surviving drought can accidentally create one of nature's most charming visual illusions. Black bat flower, spreading beneath the forest canopy. This extraordinary bloom resembles a bat gliding through the shadows with its wings fully outstretched. The large, dark wing-like structures are not petals but modified bracts that surround the plant's true flowers. At the center hangs a dense cluster of small, deep purple blossoms, creating one of the most unusual floral displays found in nature. Long, thread-like bracts extend beneath the flower cluster, sometimes reaching lengths greater than the rest of the plant itself. These remarkable whisker-like structures have earned the species another common name, the cat's whiskers flower, and contribute to its mysterious appearance. Known scientifically as Tocca chantrari, the black bat flower is native to the humid tropical forests of Southeast Asia. Despite its dramatic appearance, it thrives in quiet, shaded environments beneath the forest canopy, where high humidity and filtered light closely resemble its natural habitat. Direct sunlight can scorch its broad leaves, while dry air often causes the delicate leaf margins to brown and wither. Beneath the soil, a thick rhizome stores water and nutrients, allowing new shoots to emerge when growing conditions become favorable. Although commonly described as black, the flower is actually an extremely deep shade of purple, maroon, or reddish-black. This dark coloration, together with its unusual shape and long whisker-like bracts, has led scientists to investigate whether the plant attracts flies or other small insects as pollinators. While some studies suggest insects may contribute to pollination, the reproductive biology of Tocca chantrari is still not fully understood, and self-pollination has also been observed under certain conditions. Rather than relying on brightly colored petals to attract pollinators, the black bat flower has evolved one of the most distinctive floral designs in the plant kingdom. Its dramatic silhouette, mysterious coloration, and unusual reproductive strategy continue to make it one of the world's most fascinating tropical plants.